Welcome to the Candle Business Coach podcast. I'm your host, Kirsty Allen, and I am the Candle Business Coach. I'm also a mum of three and a kindness advocator. This podcast is all about making and selling candles, business development, and mindset, delivered to you with advice, inspiration, and motivation in a new episode every Friday. This episode is brought to you by the membership for candle makers, the Candle Makers Collective. Becoming a member gives you access to fortnightly online group Q&A coaching sessions to support you, monthly online workshops and trainings to help you grow your business, plus frequent expert guest speakers to inspire and teach you. You'll also have access to an ever-growing resource library with templates, guides, planners, and ebooks. But my favorite aspect of the membership is our exclusive Facebook group for accountability, connection, and support. So if you're looking to take your candle business to the next level and learn more about the membership for candle makers, click the link in the show notes for the Candle Makers Collective. Welcome back to the podcast, my friend. As I'm sure you can guess from the title of this episode, today I'm talking about the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference for 2024, which is actually going to be in just over 2 weeks if you're listening to this episode when it is released. It's on Monday, the 25th of March, and I am so excited to be going. Not only will I be able to meet some of you, listeners of the podcast, but I'm also guest speaking as well. But not only that, I get to be involved and I get to be a part of this incredible event, and I can't wait to just immerse myself in the community, join in the workshops, and of course listen to the other incredible guest speakers. So as previously mentioned in a different episode on the podcast, I spoke about how this conference is the third year running, and it's actually been organised by the beautiful Rhonda Nelson from Nelson's Soapery, who's actually not too far from where I live, which is incredible. So we've been able to catch up a few times and talk about the conference and our goals for our business and just form this really beautiful friendship. So I'm so excited and so proud of Rhonda for creating this incredible conference. And I love what her ideas are for the conference and what her goals are for the actual event. So in regards to what it's all about, if you're considering purchasing a ticket and you just want to know a little bit more about it, it's basically being created to support, educate, and create community and inspire you in your business, in your journey, whether you make soap, whether you make candles, whether you're a different maker or a creator of all three. Now, of course, this sort of thing, this sort of event takes a lot of time and research and dedication to create and to get off the ground. And Rhonda has done an incredible job bringing it to the third year and making it a memorable event for all that attend. What it really does is it brings together community and it allows a networking environment to happen in a really safe and beautiful place where you can be inspired and educated, as well as doing workshops and learning recipes, having guidance, asking details from the different suppliers, and you can actually make friends, which I love. Not only that, you'll be able to learn new tips and tricks from the guest speakers. You'll be able to see what's new and upcoming and what ideas are coming in terms of trends in the industry. And you also get a goodie bag as well, which is always nice to be able to go home with a little memento from the conference. Now, in terms of the actual agenda, I wanted to run through what will actually happen on the day. So if you're going to be there in person or if you want to purchase a virtual ticket, you can do either. You'll know exactly how the day will run. So it starts at 10 a.m. That's when everyone arrives and an introduction will take place. Then at about 10:30, you'll hear from the first guest speaker, the Candle Business Coach. What? That's me. Yes, I cannot believe it. I'm so excited to be the first guest speaker, and I'm planning to bring some inspiration, some motivation, some stories about my journey and my history, and to explain how I became the Candle Business Coach and how you can achieve your dreams by setting yourself a goal and just having that grit and consistency to get you to your dreams and get you to the reality that you fantasize about when you go to bed at night. Then at about 11:10, we'll have morning tea. 11:40 will be our next guest speaker, the beautiful Felicity from Long Story Short. We've had Jess from Long Story Short on the podcast before. She's incredible. And Felicity works at Long Story Short, and she's also been on the podcast before. So I'm so excited to meet her and to hear her story about how her journey began with Long Story Short. At 12:30, there'll be a workshop where we'll learn about diffusers and wicks before we have lunch at about 1:15, and there'll be door prizes as well. At 2:10, Marie from Humble Bee and Me will be our next guest speaker, and I'm so excited to hear about her journey and what she has created and how she can help and support other makers in the industry. Then we'll have afternoon tea, and then our final guest speaker is the beautiful Jazz from Black Sunflower. So as you can see, it's an incredible day that will happen on the 25th of March, and there'll be not only the guest speakers and the workshops and the door prizes and of course some yummy food. There will be a chance for you to network, meet everyone that's there on the day, and really just immerse yourself in the experience that will be this incredible conference. So in case you're wondering where the conference will actually be held, this year it's at the Brighton Beach Hotel, which is in Victoria, Australia. And if you are able to come in person, incredible. I'll pop the link to purchase your in-person ticket in the show notes. But if you're not able to come in person, we do have virtual tickets as well. So if you're not able to attend in person, you can purchase a virtual ticket and then you can log on and join in online on the day, so you can still be a part of that experience, which I really love. The one other thing that I will mention is that there are only a few days left to purchase your ticket. So if you're listening to this podcast when it comes out and you're wanting to purchase a ticket, whether it's in person or virtual, please jump into the show notes, click on the link, and then purchase your ticket as soon as possible. There are only a few tickets available for those in-person spots, and I cannot wait to see who comes along to the conference. Now, I will say in this episode, and I'm sure I'll say it on the day as well, I would love to meet you and get to know you on a more personal level. So if you've been listening to the podcast for a little bit or a long time, maybe from the very start, please come up to me and say hello. Please don't be shy. I promise I'll be very kind and I don't bite. And I would just love to hear how the podcast has impacted your journey and how I can improve the podcast to make your journey even more successful and support you in that way. And don't forget, I do have my free Facebook group, the Candle Business Hub. We're about to tick over 1,000 members, which totally blows my mind. And when we do, I'll be doing a giveaway in that group. So make sure you click on the link in the show notes for that. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you at the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference on the 25th of March. And I'm thinking I'll do a wrap-up episode after the conference to let you know how it went and just my thoughts about the day. So if that's something you want to hear, send me a DM on Instagram at Candle Business Coach. Let me know that that's what I should create after the 25th of March, after the conference. And then, I will hopefully see you on the day. If not, feel free to send me a message and wish me luck for my first guest speaker appearance, which I am very, very excited about and a tiny bit nervous as well, but I'm sure it'll be incredible and I can't wait to have the experience of putting myself outside my comfort zone and trying something new, which I'm a huge advocate for. And I truly believe that that's where the biggest growth is when we try something new and put ourselves outside of our comfort zone. No matter how scary it is, no matter how unsure we might feel, just trying something new and doing something different will get you different results. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what the experience will be like for myself and for everyone that is the guest speaker on the day. So thanks so much for listening to this episode, and I will catch you in the next one. Thank you, my friend, for listening to this episode. Check out the show notes for all the links mentioned throughout the conversation, and please subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. And if you're feeling inspired, I would love it if you would write a review for the podcast and give a 5-star rating. Thank you so much and have a beautiful day.